Okay, and we're live for the season finale, or year finale, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. All right, listeners, for those of you who have made it through the gauntlet and made it to this point, congratulations.
You
Um,
idiots. Why did you do that?
you get nothing except for our presence. Um, so tonight
Presents?
is going to be a little bit of a fucking shit show. Let's just let's just call it how it is. I haven't really prepared anything. Life has been crazy for everybody, and we're just gonna have this shotgun wedding without pregnancy. Um, Lucian already rolled for it. I'm pretty sure he passed. He failed. I don't know. Anyway, no babies, whatever that means, good or bad, thumbs up, thumbs down, depending on your perspective.
If you're pro-life, I failed.
Okay. All right. The alchemist rolled. Boop. Good job.
Yeah.
The old. Anyway, I'm not even going there.
Yeah, move on already. Damn.
So, who wants to roll through this whole whatever the hell happened since the last time we played kind of situation here, or while we played last time? Um, I'm pretty sure everybody went back to the Mons. Kovanen had a moment with the lady. They're gonna go away for a little while. Zazie and Rose went to go see their mentors. Um, Rose and Zazie, what did you guys get set up with last week before? Well, the week before last.
We're gonna help with the repairing of
Yes.
the seals. Al's gonna be there. Ew.
Oh, stop.
And I learned a lot about Kalashtar and that sort of stuff.
Cool. Rose, do you have any input on that?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, pretty much.
Nice. That's good input. Okay.
Just treat it like an escort mission in a video game.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Come on. All right, Lucian. We'll do Lucian last, actually. Kovanen, do you have any input on your exchange?
Wow, last time we played, yes, come on, went back to the manse. He pretty much bummed around the house while everyone else was off doing stuff like that. Spent some time in his glade. Did some painting. Can't get his mind off of his fate, despite trying to distract himself. He's worried about the future. Oh, and then Rebecca invited him to ask her on a date to the wedding. Hit the highlights. There you go.
Sweet. Okay, Lucian.
Yes, sir.
What'd you get into?
Stuff.
Actually, I don't think we gave
remember.
Lucian very much screen time, so
Yeah, technically Lucian didn't do much except go with Zamra to fucking
Oh,
the
Oh, my fault.
Chalice Center.
You're right. What did Sprocket do? Oh, how could I forget?
Okay, so Sprocket went on a mad search for like building materials. He wanted to attempt to build anything, and found a very large box containing a decommissioned warforged, uh and attempted to drag it all the way back to the manse, and and forgetting that he has the ability to make things levitate. It took him quite a quite a while. Took him quite a while to get it far enough, and then when he finally remembered that he can do that, he was able to levitate it and bring it back to the manse, and then cleared it out of a bunch of peanuts, um, and literal peanuts, by the way, listeners. Um, and when he finally cleared out enough, he found a power cell, was able to put it back inside of the decommissioned Warforged, and commission it again. And it came back to life and told him his name was R4M8. And they went inside and introduced R4 to the rest of the party, and there we go. And then Lucian eventually showed up with a very large airship with Zamra. The end.
Ian, what did you do since the last time we played? Nothing. That's correct, because you made us narrate everything. Okay, maybe he's actually in trouble.
Oh my god. Is he
Oh,
gone?
no.
No, I'm
Is he
right here.
dead?
Right here.
Already this
Hold on.
early.
Oh, why didn't you say anything?
What's that now? Why didn't I fix what? All right.
We're done there. We're done summarizing.
Excellent. Okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, so I guess you guys got picked up by the airship right at the end of the session last time. So that's where you guys are
Well,
going to be.
we were all just kind of standing around gawking at it. I don't know what was going to happen next.
That's true. What do you guys do? I'll start out with you, Rose. What are you going to do when you see this thing pull up?
I mean, I did pretty much hand Kovan 5 gold pieces. Because I was not expecting Lucian to actually show up in a giant airship, despite the jokes at the end of the session, that he was going to do so. Just look up at it, just like, that's a large ship. Are Lucian and Summer coming down, or are they just waving over the bow like idiots?
So yeah, they're like, doing like the princess wave. Well, I don't know. Lucian, what are you doing?
I have a pillow in my hand. And when I see Kovanen, I throw it at him. And there's a note attached.
Okay. Give me an attack roll, please, with for a improvised weapon.
The hell do I roll?
You just
This
roll
is
an
a-
attack without proficiency, unless you have proficiency with improvised weapons.
11.
Okay. Pretty sure that doesn't hit Kovanen, unless he wants it to.
It's... Sorry, just the pillow?
Huh?
It's a what?
Kovanen, roll
It's a
perception.
pillow.
Yeah. I'm standing there like, what is he doing? He's doing something. 8.
8. You see him throw this thing at you. What color is it, Lucian?
Like baby blue.
Yeah, it kind of
With
just blends.
ruffles.
It blends in with the sky as it's coming down at your face. It's hard to make it out. Then it just looks out like some sort of silhouette with like weird ruffles on it. You don't know what it is. It's traveling at a
Well,
surprisingly slow pace.
Well, my AC is 16. 4 of that 6 is because of my dexterity, so I think I'll try to catch it.
I guess roll athletics.
Well,
Okay. Well, you know what? That's higher than what he rolled. So I'm pretty sure that you are able to catch it. Lucian, what is the pillow?
It has like a note attached to it, and it says that everything on the airship belongs to him and Zamra, and that means that anything can be thrown off of it, and we won't get in trouble because it's ours.
Okay.
everything on the.
Roll a history check for me, please. Or insight.
Me?
No, Kovanen.
Okay. Inside of 3.
Yeah, it checks out. Seems like you can. Seems like you can. Just,
Everything on the airship belongs to me, and long as we can throw everything. What's to me? Well, everyone, are we what are we doing?
yeah,
Are we going somewhere now?
For those of you that don't know, in the beginning of the year, they went on a little airship cruise, and they were throwing random stuff off the airship. And one of the boxes actually landed on some poor farmer, and you know, he showed up in court later on. But yeah, Zazie, what are you doing while this is all going on?
Well, I just tried to start a conversation.
Yeah. I guess I will answer to Kovanen's conversation. I guess we go up there, but they don't. I can't see a ladder. How are we supposed to get up there?
So as
Oh,
you
wait,
guys
are we going somewhere?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Are we? If we are going up there, where are we going? I'm not ready for anything. I'm not dressed. Are we not?
I don't know. Maybe to Lucian's summer house?
Yes. All right.
So
I
as
don't
you
know,
guys
that's
are
my best guess.
as you guys are looking up, you see a small, little like lifeboat looking vessel kind of break off and slowly just like hover down to where you guys are, and just park right next to you. And it just
Is there
hovers there
anyone
for a
in it?
moment. What's that?
Well,
Is-
yell up to the boat. Lucian, what are we doing?
I'm still not entirely sure. I
Should I get dressed now? What colors should I pick?
I look over at Zamra. What colors are we?
Well, fortunately, I was able to get my hands on enough glamour weave for everyone. So, if they just get on board, they can freshen up, and we can head over from there.
Just come up. There's clothes up here, for you.
I will turn to Zazie and Rose. Oh, well. I thought you would just get on. They say that, that they're going to dress us.
Okay.
Yell back up to the ship. Do we need to get anyone from inside?
Sure, everyone can come along.
All right. I'll go grab everybody else then, I guess.
I thought everybody was outside.
You guys look around, and everyone's outside already.
Or not.
Many things.
Well, that's that.
How many
Everyone's
people can
outside.
that little thing fit? How many trips are they're gonna have to?
It'll take a couple trips. But don't worry, this isn't going to be like one of those weird, like, you have a cabbage, a rabbit, and a fox situations. You guys can just go up however you want.
How high is the ship?
I'll say about 60 feet up. The keel, the bottom of the
Man.
keel is about 16 feet up from you. Just be careful because there is a ring of. Oh wait, this one actually, Lucian opted out for the. He wanted one of the new models that does not have the ring. It has an acclivity shard that allows it to hover and fly.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So, yeah, no fire. Very cool.
You said 60 or 16?
16.
60.
Yeah. Okay, that would make a lot more sense. All right, well, I'm going up first. I will hop on the hovercraft lifeboat thing.
Yeah, I mean, probably 6 to 10 people can fit in there, depending on their size.
I'm going up first.
Okay.
I don't know how to make this go up. I don't know what to do now. Actually,
Is there a button?
Zamra yells down to you, "It'll come up when it's full."
oh, all right, everyone, get on.
I get on.
Yeah. So, the main party and, the first row of tertiary characters make their way up. Rebecca's with you guys. The full crew comes up. You guys find yourselves on a flying elemental galleon ship. It's pretty nice. It's got a pretty nice layout.
You guys hear as the lifeboat makes its final ascent, you guys hear the cables screaming against weight as it finally gets eye level. You see R4 sitting by himself.
Nice. That guy.
DM, you said Rebecca was with us?
Well, remember, she came over basically to invite herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah, she's still there.
Okay, I thought she left because she said if you need someone to go with, you could ask me or whatever.
You know what? Scratch that. That's actually what happened.
But I didn't remember her. I don't know. Maybe I don't remember her leaving. Whatever you say.
To be fair, she probably was hanging around the grounds somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Looking through the windows and taking notes.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have her roll a.
Stealth.
Let's see. Yeah, it turns out she was right there, just standing outside. When you guys walked out, she was taking some notes. It looks like.
Oh, I think our ride's here. I know you said that thing about in case I wanted anyone to go with, but I think now's the chance. Now's the time. If the offer is still open.
She just looks at you and smiles. It's like, yeah, okay.
Now she's on board too. Great.
All right, I'm gonna move you guys over to the airship.
Color, old school.
Well, I mean, this is
Yes.
actually a new model. It seems like older type technology because it's not like the crazy like Eberron-ish Magitech. It seems like a lot of the stuff that's going on here is more like, traditional manufacture. Um, but you can see that the like new acclivity technology that allows it to fly. Um, you guys aren't really sure who's making this model for them, but it's definitely a little different than what you guys are traditionally used to. It has sails, it has rudders, it's got a couple of other weird devices. It's very much like it sails on the sky.
Walk on up to Lucian and Zomra. Oh, all right, man. What's going on? Where are we going?
Um, well, I believe we're going to be getting ready, so go get ready. She looks back and forth between everyone.
I mean,
Uh,
to be fair,
how are
Zomra,
we
you're gonna have
supposed to do that?
Well, go downstairs, and there is a bunk for everyone. There's if you go down, and she points to the deck below you guys. There's a hatch. She points to. This staircase, actually, right here, drops down to this center one on the center picture here, which is the poop deck, and there is a door there. But actually, right next to the steps, there's a doorway. So, I lied. The rooms are on the deck right below us. There are sets of double bunks, and there are also sets of double hammocks, depending on your preference. Each of them has a set of glamour weave on them for you to prepare yourselves. And there is, of course, a bathroom for you all to use to get ready for yourselves on the next level down.
Alright. Fair enough.
By the way, there is no image for where the bathroom is. Just use your imagination.
I will. It's gonna be great. Well, very well then.
I give it a week, and me and Kovan will be pissing off the side of the fucking ship.
Well, we know. Let's be real. You're not even gonna make it through the first night.
Hey, at
That
least
was
it isn't in the coffee pot.
immediately what I imagined. Anyway. Well, all right. Bunks then. Will we be traveling for a while?
Potentially.
And where are we going? When is this happening?
No, we're just going to be traveling to the local, the Chalice Center.
Oh,
We needed this for the Chalice Center?
Oh no!
Of course I
was,
needed this.
This was Lucian and I's wedding gift.
a gift
What?
to the two of you.
What is this?
Oh shit! It sounds like my dog's falling down the steps. I'll be back.
What is this?
Yulia.
That's Yulia. It's Yulia's anime girl here. Don't you recognize it? It's like some Kingdom Hearts shit.
Oh, okay, I see it now. I had to
That's
scroll.
actually,
I had to
was
zoom
actually
so
kinda
far in.
I know.
For a second, I thought like R4 had a token all of a sudden. That was weird. Looks like a damn robot from when you're zoomed out at 100.
DM is back?
Maybe DM is not back.
I just heard him clearing his throat.
I cleared my throat.
God damn it, Steve.
Excuse the fuck out of me for living.
Okay, dog's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so yes, if you guys just want to go
Gift
get
for the
ready,
two of you.
go
But
ahead.
hold on, a gift for the two of you. This belongs to you now.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a wedding gift for us. If you guys want, I can take you on a tour after you are all ready. Be a good time.
Okay.
All right. If you want me to go get dressed now, I'll go get dressed now.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna
So-
make my way to the bunk beds.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop off here. Can everyone roll initiative for me? There we go. So people are already doing it.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me, and depending on your roll, I want each of you to take turns describing what your glamour weave looks like after you are done getting ready in the invisible bathroom. In fact, the bathroom is going to be, let's see.
This little itty bitty spot.
No, it's going to be a,
Where it would be. That's why it's called the head.
there's going to be a door for it, but it's going to be a different bathroom for each person when they go in. It's going to be like a little pocket dimension that you guys can go in there and like shower and do whatever. But like it's keyed to each of you, so when you go in, it's you're in place. But like when you use the bathroom, it just goes off into nowhere, into nothingness. It's like a perfect bathroom, so it's not like you're pooping on people.
Somewhere in the city. Nobody actually knows.
Yeah, who knows where it's going? Okay, so, oh wow, we're doing the full cast, huh?
Full cast, full cast?
Wait a second. Did you roll for Mars too?
No.
All right, you guys know where you are in the thing. I can't see which ones are which ones for you guys.
There are 4 initiative rolls.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there are. So you guys go ahead and take turns giving
Fine.
me the descriptions of what you will be wearing for the main 4.
Well, I clicked my token this time and actually have a 20, so Kavanen manages to beat Zazie to the bathroom. And with no direction on colors for the wedding, he will choose make his way to the bunk, grab the glamour weave, go to the bathroom, put it on, and then imagine it working. He's never worn this before, so he's just going to imagine it working. And then he's gonna wear We're just taking a tour, so it can be casual enough right now. So he'll stick with his usual palette of greens and browns, a little bit of brown, maybe a little bit of gold trim, tunic and pants. That'll be fine for now. He can reimagine it something different once the wedding party actually gets assembled with matching colors. And he's done.
Okay.
Zazie probably takes the longest out of everyone to get ready,
Of course.
just because she's panicking. She's never been to a wedding. She doesn't know what to make it look like. So in the end, she decides on stealing a dress that she saw during the Fairhaven Festival of Lights. It's kind of lavender periwinkle that's sort of in between blue and pink, sort of purple. It's got flowers, like flower embroidery, and little bits of like reflective material sewn into the embroidery so that the flowers glitter, but it's not like glitter. It's almost like shards of glass, It matches her
Super.
crystal sword, which is at her hip. It's got a little cape, sort of reminiscent of um, the actual cloak that the person was wearing on Long Shadows, but instead of it being like the black cloak, it's a similar color to the dress, just a bit like see-through and more fashion oriented rather than actual cloak oriented, if that makes sense. It's more of a fashion statement than an actual functional piece of clothing. You know? You know. Yeah. She throws a brush through her hair, and that's it.
I really should have been playing the Sprocket is doing something stupid music. Doon doon doon. Doon doon doon. So cool. Next.
All right. Uh, because of the fact that Zamra still refuses to tell Lucian what the colors are, Lucian takes
Wait. Let's have this conversation right now. Let's do this. Let's do this, fucker. You and me, baby. Come on. So you keep asking me what the colors are, but I keep asking you what the colors are, and you keep telling me the colors are up to me, and I say they're up to you. You should at least pick one. You pick one, I pick one, and then we agree on one.
I mean, listen, all I'm saying is all the time, you know, I mean, especially when we're trying to figure out what to eat. You know, I ask you, like, what would you like to eat for the night?
Please don't do this joke.
I'm just saying, Zamra,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, it always happens. Like I'm giving you the chance to take control.
Okay, I'm going to pick a color. My
and-
color is our house color. It's like the dark blue, green, gray color. The salty dog blue, if you will. There, there you go.
All right. Lucian starts looking around.
Looking around for colors.
Jesus Christ, Lucian, come off it. See, I told you. You just want me to pick all of it. Do it.
Yes. I am not.
You really like that neon purple color? I've seen you wear it a million times. I'm not saying it goes with my color, but it doesn't not go with it. It could be worse.
All I'm saying is we have an artist in our party who knows colors.
Who?
And what do you mean, who? The one person that's always painting.
But really, is he a stylist or that sort of thing? It's not like he's drawing outfits all the time.
I mean, he has to draw people wearing clothes.
I suppose. Well, we could go ask him if you want. Fine. Okay, go. She starts shooing you out of the shared bathroom. The his and hers pocket dimension bathroom.
All right, yeah, he'll like run around the entire place looking for Kovanen.
All right, where did they find you, Kovanen?
Kovanen's probably still outside the bathroom waiting on Zazie. Not that he needs to use it after her, but he's just like, Zazie, really? I have no idea what I'm supposed to wear at a wedding. I've never even been to one. But the wedding isn't even happening yet. We're going on the tour next, so just pick something.
What if Zamra doesn't like it? I don't know. It's her wedding. Isn't it supposed to be like her perfect day or whatever?
She might very well think that, but the wedding isn't happening yet, so I think just pick something so that you can let someone else in.
I've been looking All right.
I've been right here.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I ran pretty quick away
Okay.
from the shed. Anyway, all right. So here's the thing. You're good with colors.
I would hope so.
She said, that something called salty dog blue was her color.
It's our house color. It's the one. It's the one we're always wearing.
Ah, what are you doing
You're
here?
right behind him.
I'm relieved. I'm not listening. I'm sorry.
Right. Has she told you what a salty dog blue is?
Apparently, I mean, she just said it. It's a house color.
her-
I've
her
never
house colours.
seen.
Is that the grayish sort of washed out sort of blue-ish?
I would imagine so.
Well,
Blue to me is blue. You know what I mean? I've never really paid attention.
there's so many different blues. All right. You seem like a dark purple kind of guy. What do you think? You dark purple? I
mean,
think.
I wear purple all the time.
Why I say that? I think a sort of neutral grey for most of it, with purple or sort of electric blue trim, would fit nicely. You're not a garish individual. You wear dark suits with purple, undershirts, whatever, and the electric blue sort of matches a furious storm thing she has going on, and matches with the grey, and the blue. The grey with the blue trim sort of meets in the middle with the salty dog, whatever. Anyway, using the colors as a trim sort of helps them highlight their individual characteristics instead of just being in your face. Grey, purple, electric blue.
That actually sounds quite good. Actually, I do like that. Well, hold on. How about this? And I imagine a salty dog blue suit. Well, I mean tuxedo. That has like electric blue trim.
Calypso.
And a
Calypso blue.
yeah, and then the Calypso blue like button up shirt under with a black bow tie, but like the trim of the bow tie is also Calypso blue. And then I pair that with some black shoes, no socks, and a Calypso blue rose on my lapel. And then I say, "What about this? What do you think?"
I think it works for you. As your best man, I will allow you to have. I will, of course, step to the side and allow you to have the spotlight. And so, Kavanen imagines a similar arrangement, but a grayish suit with tux, yes, but with the electric blue trim in like the smaller trim, and then the Lucian's purple undershirt with the same purple shoes, I guess. I don't actually have any idea.
Whatever.
What Kuban's primary color is gray. It's a bit more muted than the groom. He is secondary to Lucian for this day.
Yeah, he's peacocking it, you know, a little bit. But you were, you know, you're turning it down. Okay.
Lolly, did you get all that?
What?
Did you get all that?
I-
What do you have right now? Come out.
Come out in the dress.
It's all wrong. It's all the wrong
No.
colors.
I panicked. I
Alright.
remember
It's
this
alright.
dress from Long Shadows, and so I just thought of it. I don't know.
Well, this is
Just look
Glamoury,
better.
so just imagine that we're in the Dreamlands, and you can imagine the colors whatever you want. You should have seen what Marin was able to make it work. She was able to imagine that the colors were whatever she needed them to be at the time. Not what they wanted, but what she needed them to be. So, simply imagine what you are imagining to happen. I think that's how the glamour weave works. So, take Lucian's
Okay.
lead.
She looks at Lucian with just blank face.
You got this. I believe in you.
Am I supposed to be in a suit too then? If I'm taking his lead?
Lucian smacks
Oh,
himself on the
okay.
forehead.
Zazie. Just
Rose, you're here now too. I was wondering where you've been. You've been absent the whole time.
I've been quiet because y'all are entertaining. Is that, do you want me to go in there and just?
You cannot have your armor and the shield on. No.
I'm not gonna have my armor and shield on. I've been to
Oh.
weddings before. How many? I have 3 sisters-in-law, Kovanen. I know how this goes.
I don't know how many whatever's in law you have. I know you have sisters, but I don't know you had anything in law.
Alright.
I didn't know you
3 of
had
my
sisters. I
brothers
knew
are-
you had brothers.
And 3 of them are married.
All right.
Yeah, 3. You actually see her pause for a second, like do a quick mental count because she's not even entirely too sure. It's 3.
Zomra pokes her head in.
But no, I've been to weddings before, Kovanen. We're working on it, Zamra. Go relax.
Okay. Zazie wants to wear a suit. Is that all right with you? What are you going to wear?
What?
Should she's going to be one of your maids, I assume. What would you have her wear?
I thought I was supposed to wear a suit because you said.
Hold on. We're going to get direction from Zamra. It's going to be all right.
I don't care. She can wear whatever she wants. She can be on Lucian's side. She can be on my side. I don't really care. But I mean, we are running out of a bit of time here. We're trying to do this today, right?
Yes, we are trying. How about this, Zazie? Just come in here with me.
Okay, thank
Ignore
you.
those guys.
Whatever you're
I mean,
comfortable
well,
with.
All you have to do is just change the colors. All right, she's gone. I wonder how Sprocket's doing.
Oh, he showed up with, as you probably saw on the deck there, a stray? Found a new
Yes.
friend?
Yes, I was wondering about the robot.
He said he found it in the. I think he told us he found it in the garbage. Fixed it up himself.
Huh. All right. I mean that thing is rather large and I imagine very heavy. How did tiny Sprocket manage to get that thing?
I don't know. When it showed up, it was just walking itself up the stairs.
All right. So cool.
Okay, well, while they're in there and while Zamra's out there, you invited me to be your best man. I absolutely accept. So now I must ask you, what role do you want me to fill for you today? I'm going to have your back. I doubt we're going to have any trouble. I doubt I will need to defend you, but I'm happy to. I am ready to. A moment's notice, drop of a hat, drawing up a dagger. I will follow your lead, your direction. What would you have? What would you have me do?
Well, I mean, when my father and mother got married. I wasn't born yet, so I don't exactly know what's exactly supposed to happen up there. But from what I've seen of other weddings that we've been to over the years, I guess just stand there. I don't know. That's what it kind of looks like to me.
Well, I suppose I'm good at that. I'll try to make you look much better than I look. Hence the color palette. I'll just do what I can to make sure you have a great day.
I appreciate that. Speaking of great days, have we been able to get a lock on our ring bearing cat?
Not as of
I have-
yet.
Is what Govanen says. Despite my many efforts to ask about her and call her forth, no. I've just been told she's busy, or... No, mostly just that. She's busy. She's not answered my summons when I call aloud for her. I would like for her to be there. She's sort of part of the group as well, to extent. I don't know. I don't know. There you are.
That's all right. We'll figure it out. Lucien starts patting his pockets. Huh. I can't find the ring. Huh.
Oh, well, you had only just like yesterday even asked her, so it was rather spur of the moment. So I suppose wouldn't have expected you to have one by now. Do you need me to get one?
What?
Do you need me to go get you one? Do you have one?
No. I have one.
Oh.
It actually was my mother's.
Oh my.
Yes. I don't remember where I put it.
I suppose you should remember very, very soon.
It's in my pocket.
You notice that he keeps patting his regular pockets and has yet to pat his breast pocket.
Now, you're patting your pockets, but do remember this is Glamourweave. It sort of changes to fit whatever you want. Perhaps your pockets have moved.
True. He finds it.
Okay, well, I'm glad you got that out of your system now and not when you're standing in front of her and in front of everyone. Are you two done in there yet?
Calm down. Got some chaos going on deck, apparently. My dog behind me. No, we got it. Mostly. So, and yeah, hers will be in a very structured gown, clean lines. That kind of royal blue, is that what it says on the top?
Oil.
Yeah.
With the, pardon me, some golden trims and things like that. Like one of those. There was a dress I had in mind, like the cloak style sleeves where you covers part of the arm and wraps around back. Very, very constructed rather than flowy. Straight skirt with a split, because why not? Very simple design. And then whatever Zazie had described, but in like that Calypso blue, because that would actually look really good with her coloration. And silver trims.
Is this better?
It's just as good, but it is appropriate for the colors that our groom has chosen.
Great. What next?
Zamra pokes her head back in.
Zara! Oh, hello.
Hello, is everyone ready? Please say
Well, yes, of course.
So I've already taken the liberty of communicating with the, Nilo, my cousin, Warren Nilo. He's going to be sending out sky coaches to pick up everybody on our guest list, and they will be meeting us at the chapel presently.
I do hope everybody that you've reached out, I haven't reached out to anyone, that you've reached out to has been able to make it. It is rather short notice.
Oh no, absolutely. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be able to. I mean, this is kind of an important day. I'm sure if they had any other prior business, they will put it aside for us. And if they don't, well, we'll just never talk to them again.
Yeah, he might be the Lord Mayor, but this is important, okay?
Yes, well, of course, the Lord Mayor and the Queen will be given, I don't know, a pass if they can't make it, but, you know.
And the Queen, you've invited the Queen.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
So, but, you know, if the little people aren't able to make it, then I'll probably be a bit upset.
I mean, to be fair, the whole thing with the sleeper happened last night.
True, and that's why we're not inviting any of this flame. Well, among all of the other reasons we're not inviting them. But they should be handling that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm keeping the Inquisitor busy. Hopefully.
Okay. So, you guys go do your stuff, get ready. She tells you that she'll take you on a tour of the airship at another time, and she flies you guys into the chapel at the Chalice Center.
So you say she flies us in, so she takes the helm, right?
Yes, she takes the helm, the elemental helm. Technically, on a normal Eberron airship, she would be the only one able to fly it. But with this new technology, it actually, you know, other people can fly it as long as they attune to the helm. So we'll be using these Spelljammer ship rules for this craft.
Okay. Once she seems, you know, occupied, Gavanin will take Lucian aside. All right. Listen. She's distracted.
I don't think he's here right now.
You see? Oh, he says back.
Okay. My fault.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just chewing.
Gotta get something to eat. It's a big day.
All right. Lucian, she's distracted. We're not going to have much time. We're nearly to the Chalice Center. Last time, it didn't work so well. I tried to make a little parachute. My serving tray had just folded up and turned into a ball of whatever, and it fell to the. What can we improve upon?
Well, I think we need we need some kind of material that will be able to catch the wind a lot better. I mean, we do have access to an inventor now.
Oh, that's right. Well, since we're so low over the actual city itself this time, it's likely that whatever we give the people will be found in short notice, so perhaps we just make a charitable donation to the people and make it something worthwhile.
But what? What can we throw?
I do not know what is on this ship. Perhaps the occasional bottle of brandy, a couple of bottles of brandy as a gift to the people for, treating us so well or whatever. As long as Sprocket can make us a good, fall unresting device. Whatever those look like. Look at me, I know Zolra has a barn around here.
Yes, there is one on the lower decks.
Well, I suppose we should find your young friend and get to work.
He's probably messing with that robot.
I want to see what he comes up with. So.
All right. And we go looking for Sprocket.
So Zamra is talking to Rose. So, Rose, I was curious. Do you, by any chance, have the rights for a ceremony? Is that like something that gatekeepers do, or?
Man, I did follow my mother's training. She had wedding ceremonies. She taught me a couple. They're not under the sovereigns, but
Sure, but I mean, are you
They're
capable of performing the rites on a magical level?
well, yeah. I just gotta get them prepared, which I technically can on mechanical out of characters speaking.
All right. So, if you want to prepare that for us, and I know Lucian will have no vows ready at all. I'm not expecting that from him. So we'll just keep it short and sweet. Kiss the bride and all that. Bob's your uncle, and we're married. Don't tell him, but I received a message back. His father will probably be arriving at the chapel via Arcanix portal. He will only be able to stay for a short period of time, but really excited. He hasn't seen him since before, and it was, I think it was the energy conference, so.
Yeah. I mean, last I heard from getting word is that they were all the way over in the marches, so.
Sure, yeah, no. I don't know where they're coming from, but it's got to be quite some way, especially, Anyway, well, thank you, Rose. I appreciate it.
No worries.
She kind of gives you a little bit of a head nod, and, I have to figure out what I want my dress to look like. So, probably just keep it simple.
Yeah. Simple looks best. But, take a moment to breathe if you need to, okay?
Thank you. Zazie, what are you doing?
Probably a whole lot of nothing. Just sitting somewhere, waiting. She doesn't really know what to do. She doesn't feel like touching anything because it's still a new ship and it's not hers. So she's kind of just sitting there.
Yeah.
Marin's probably sitting next to her, just talking at her, but Zazie isn't listening.
Okay. So, Kovanen and Lucian, you guys find Sprocket as you notice that the ship through the side portals, you can see that you guys are pulling up to the Chalice Center.
Oh, hey guys.
What can we do engineering genius right now?
What?
I'm sorry, I'm excited. We need your engineering genius right now.
Oh, okay.
Parachutes.
Yeah.
Full brandy. Bottles of it.
Parachutes or brandy?
Parachutes for brandy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I can whip something up. I just used one of those glamour things and made this for R4. And he holds up like a bow tie. And it's, you know, in the proper colors, but like just a bow tie. Can one of you guys like put it on him for him?
He's rather tall. I don't think I can reach him. Lucian, I think that's actually one for you.
All right. He puts the the bow tie on R4 for him. R4 looks at him. He's like, thank you very much. I have been told that today is your wedding. Congratulations. You must be very, I believe the word is, happy.
That is correct. One should assume that he is very happy.
Yes.
Sprocket, I mean it. We're almost here at the Chalice Center. We're pulling up any moment. I need the parachutes for the brandy.
All right. Okay. I'll try. Huh. So I have been looking, at like, at the different things that I can do, and I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Sure, Sprocket can tinker something, and the DM tells us how it works.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? I don't know how the hell he's. Do you? Oh, man. Sprocket sets up a little lab in the kitchen, trying to make brandy real fast. You guys.
No, there is brandy.
There's
We're
a
trying
bar
to-
here on the ship. We're giving the bottles of brandy to the people by throwing it off of the ship.
Okay, fine. You guys already have brandy on here. It's probably rum, but
It's Zomra's ship. She has something.
yeah, it's definitely It's got bottles. She drinks whiskey, so there's probably an entire barrel of. You know what?
Brandy is whiskey, but extra.
She has a cask of brandy for sure. Tasty, tasty brandy. Brandy's made from grapes too, typically, so it's not necessarily the same as whiskey. So, anyway, but this is brandy. Good, delicious, special, unique brandy for the occasion. What the fuck are you making? So there's some torn sails that are downstairs on the bottom deck. There's like a pile of canvas that he's able to find to try to make some parachutes out of. Give me some Tinker Tool rolls to see if he's able to construct some parachutes from the random canvases that he finds and mends. Sorry. In the bottom deck.
All right. I will use my nav tools rolls because I don't have a Tinker Tools button yet. So, how many do you need?
How many bottles of brandy are you trying to drop down there?
How much time do we have?
I'm gonna say you have about 30 seconds.
How fast gets Brocket Tinker?
You guys pull up outside. You hear the organ in the distance. Something's going on.
That organ player is not very good, huh?
Focus.
All right, sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, how about this? So there's casks, right? Why don't we just throw one cask overboard and I mean the people down there can figure it out from there, right?
I love it.
You hear Zamriel.
All right.
We have to go right now.
Oh no. Okay. So how many rolls do you need?
Give me if it's just one cask, give me one roll if you're doing full cask.
Let's do it. 20.
Oh wow. Okay, fine. You guys are able to make a parachute. You drop it off the edge, and then you hear Zamra say, "I'm walking in right now."
Act casual. Act casual.
Nobody saw anything. Nobody saw anything. You did great, Sparkly. You did great. I need to go find my date. Goodbye. I run away to go find Rebecca to walk in at the same time as her.
So you guys hear the sound of Zamra's boots like clapping on the deck as she runs and jumps off and walks down the plank into the front of the chapel through the Skyway entrance.
Lucian, because of the fact that he's late and needs to be at the front before her, jumps off of the airship, covering his eyes.
Why is he covering his eyes? He needs his hands.
I know, but he can't see her dress, man.
Oh,
Come on.
okay. Yeah, this organ player's terrible. They should have hired
Yeah.
Steve.
So he runs past her. Love you, honey. I mean, love you, honey.
Great.
Yeah,
He
you walk
runs
in.
Sprints past her, covering his eye.
You walk in and you see, the rows are filled on either side. Rose is already there, up at the front when you guys get up there, and
In case he needs it, Yulia will use guidance on him just because she feels he needs all the luck and help he can get as he passes.
However, there is something that I wanted to do. So, I imagine that Miss Crow, being who she is, would, be sitting kind of more towards like the back because of her, role. I like Lucian kind of notices this, like kind of skids to a stop and Miss Crow, you're sitting in the wrong area, and Miss Crow, you have been very much like a mother to me, my entire life, ever since my mother passed. I feel that it's only right that you take your rifle place, sitting in the section where parents sit.
You look up there and
Um,
you see your dad sitting there.
I get a tear in my eye. And I like put my arm out for her to guide her to her rifle seat.
She just kind of like smiles, and she's just got a little bit of a tear going on too. She walks up with you.
And
You hear from the, up front. You hear
wait, who did that?
Zamra.
Uh, I put her in her seat, kiss her hand, and then stand up there with everybody, kind of like look over at Rose, and then look back up the aisle.
Where's Zazie? She hasn't said anything. Zazie?
I was muted. Oof. She would have just done what Zamra told her to do.
Yeah, so she's just standing next to Zamra.
Yeah.
Wait, Zamra fucking got past me?
Yeah, she
What the
walked past
hell?
you while you were trying to walk your mom up there.
Zamra has no patience for this shit.
Right? Yeah.
She wants to get to the good part? Question mark? Later?
The good parts later.
She's like has a bouquet and she's like shaking it around and looking at you. You hear like lightning crackling in the sky, like just like heat lightning outside.
To be fair, Lucian did do the right thing, so.
No, he definitely did.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean she's not being a total beehole.
Relax, Zamra.
All right, get to it. Let's go. Come on.
Alright. Is everybody seated and in the right spot? I'm assuming everybody is. Yes, no, Jam?
DM?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
You said you're assuming they are. I didn't realize, Yes, everybody's
Fine,
where
I
they need
asked
to be.
first, and then you didn't answer.
Oh, Lucian, roll perception.
All right. Lucian, perception. Perception. Not at advantage. Normal. $23.
You notice a faint tug in your breast pocket.
I check my breast pocket.
It's empty.
What the hell?
And you get the distinct smell of feline dander.
I sneeze.
Bless you. Speaking of blessings.
Thank you.
Alright. You two ready to begin?
Yes.
You can be patient.
I
Patient,
do.
Zamra.
I mean, I
Alright,
am.
alright.
I am. Sorry.
I'm not going to go into a spiel because you're asking me to come up with something last minute. I don't have any of my spells or my ceremonies in front of me. But Rose is going to cast the ceremony spell, specifically the wedding. As she says your vows to y'all, and y'all exchange vows. This is what the wedding part of ceremony does for GM and Lucian's discretion.
Yeah, nice. For the next 7 days, each target gains +2 bonus to AC while they are within 30 feet of each other. A creature can benefit from the rites only once only once again if
Again,
widowed.
only if widowed.
So, yeah, you guys exchange vows. Did you have anything prepared, Lucian? We'll just skip over that.
Didn't even let him answer.
I could tell. He paused and laughed. So, yeah, and a little cat appears on your shoulder, Lucian, and drops the ring into your hand.
Oh, thank you.
Brrrr.
Even Daisy didn't want to miss this.
Is it time? Can I put the ring on her finger?
I would assume so. We're exchanging vows.
I mean, you're the one
Put
that's
the ring on our finger, Lucian. That's the only
Alright.
thing you have left to do.
and
No.
yep, I
You may
put
kiss the bride.
the ring's not even on her finger yet. Slow down. put the finger. I mean, put the. I got this. I put the ring
I believe in you, Lucian.
on the finger, and yes, I don't have anything prepared. But this all right. What I can say is this, Zamra. This honestly was all very unexpected. Upon starting this journey with you, I was not expecting to fall in love. But that is exactly what happened. You showed me true meaning in my life, and for that, I thank you, and for that, I am honored to, from this day and every day beyond this one, to call you mine, to say that I love you today, tomorrow, and forever. And I put the ring on her finger.
She just starts like tearing up and like crying a little bit, and her rough facade kind of crumbles, and she just, looks at Rose.
I'm a latecomer to this.
This is where you
It's
say
very
it.
clear when I came in. Very clear when I came in to join this lovely bunch of folks that you were in love with him. This is just a formality.
So I can kiss him now?
You can kiss him now.
And she does.
And then I look up from the kiss at the crowd, right? And then like pull back a little bit, give her a big smile. And like she knows at this point that I'm up to no good. Because then I like grab her, around the waist and behind the head, lean in, kiss her again, and then dip her.
Nice. And yeah. Beautiful. What's this song? So, she kind of like leans into it, lets the moment last, and then stands up. And everybody in the crowd, you know, the very small, intimate audience that you guys have, just kind of like stands up and, you know, gives a gentle clap that begins to kind of like open up a little bit more, and then everybody starts clapping and people are whistling, and you know, it's and then it breaks up a little bit into conversation.
All right.
Man, I really gotta piss. Can we get a break?
And then we take a and then we take a break. Perfect. All right, see you guys in 10.
All right.
In 10.
Anybody there?
Yes.
Here.
Cool.
Yes, I am here.
Is that everyone?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, technically, yes. I don't know if Waffle's going to say anything or not, though. But he is typing in chat in Roll20.
Yeah, fuck. Here. I need a muffin.
Nice.
Is it
It is
Samurai?
blueberry muffin
Hmm.
with like oats and stuff on top.
Ew.
What's gross about that? That sounds delicious.
Blueberries.
Let's see.
Every day you just prove how bad your taste is.
I can't hear the music right now, but it's playing apparently.
I
It
hear
is.
it.
Your music keeps playing for like 5 seconds and stopping.
Because I'm trying to make it like play, but on my end, there we go. Okay. And we're back.
Welcome back. That was loud.
My elbow itches. So, you guys get walked downstairs into the Horizon Tavern, which is actually a really nice restaurant. You guys have been to a couple of times. As you guys get down there, you see that there are a couple of other people there that that are familiar, you know, from around town, and you know, people that you may have bumped into. That are all just kind of like hanging out and dining in. There's some music playing in the background. Steve, the piano guy, is there, and all the B-listers are just kind of hanging out, waiting for you guys to show up because you know they weren't cool enough to make it to the ceremony. But
B-listers.
yeah, it's just kind of like a very relaxed scene. You guys walk up to an area in the backside of the restaurant, behind where the stage is, and it's kind of like velvet roped off, and there are a number of tables up there for everyone. And as you guys sit down, some hors d'oeuvres are being passed around, and you know.
It's a hot muffin, okay? I'm listening.
Oh. Yeah, I mean that's it. So you guys see the first plate come by. You know, it's I'm literally just gonna look up hors d'oeuvres. Look at that. It's some sort of like quail egg.
I didn't with the quail eggs.
Yeah, people love quail eggs. I guess I didn't pick this. And it has what looks like an anchovy or maybe some sort of fish across it, and the yolk is very orange, like maybe it's seasoned with saffron. It's almost like a deviled egg. And there are some sprigs of parsley on it, and a little bit of like a powder, maybe like a hot pepper or something like that, sprinkled across the top of it. There's another one that looks like a miniature quiche that is wrapped in phyllo dough and has a piece of shrimp on top of it. And the last one is a small crostini with some sort of cheese, maybe like a brioche or some other soft cheese with smoked lox on top of it.
Brioche is a bread.
I'm sorry, not brioche, brie. I was stuck on the bread. The soft cheese, like brie, yeah. And it's on brioche. It's on a brioche crostini. With lox, cucumbers, and a couple like fronds of you know what? I can't even think what the hell that's called right now.
Would it be fennel or dill?
Fennel. Thank you. On top of it.
The most like attentive narration of the night is his hors d'oeuvres. Used to be a chef, you know.
So,
Well, is there a space for just taking in the sights as we walk in?
sure.
A space cleared out for, the usual casual partner dancing of a wedding reception.
So, as you look around, you see where you enter through like a staircase that's kind of like cut into the back wall that walks alongside a like there's like a small like partitioned off walk that is positioned next to a number of booths that are kind of positioned around the center of the dining room, which is where the dance floor is. You walk behind those booths and up and around a small staircase to like almost like a VIP lounge that is been set up as the dining area for the wedding party. So the piano is actually about a half step level down from you guys, and then the dance floor is another half step level down from that, which is on the same level as the rest of the restaurant. So as you guys look down, you can see from behind the piano player the restaurant kind of fanned out in front of all of you, and then the bar is off to the side.
Wow. Well, shall we get drinks first?
I agree. What would I like? About a Fairhaven iced tea.
Lucian, if you drink those right now, you'll be drunk if the night's over.
I'll only have one.
No, you're just lying to yourself. You're lying to me and yourself.
I think you'd really get used to that.
So you see that there is actually like a little bar set up directly in the back of the room. It looks like it's temporary. It's not like a permanent bar, but there's a couple tables set up that have been like dropped out with some very nice linens, and there's an ice chest and an arrangement of bottles and glassware that are in front of the bartender that's there.
Lucian, I will bring you your drink. Please, go make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Sovereign.
So at the table where you guys are sitting, it is the main party. Rose, the main core, the core four are going to be there, and that essentially it'll be basically everybody that was on stage at your table. But there are a number of other tables that we can get into when you guys are looking for the guests. See Kovanen's guest list if you would like to approach a certain person.
Well, he had just gotten Lucian's drink order, and he said, turn to Zamra. Zamra, what for you?
Well, I mean, if he's going to go all the way, I guess I will too. I don't want to let him get too far ahead of me, and then have him be sloppy and me be normal.
But I'm getting his drink, and I'm asking you what you would like, so I can get your drinks at the same time.
I'll just have whatever he's having.
All right. Fairhaven iced tea for you as well, even though you cautioned him against it. Got it.
She just shrugs. She looks over at Rose and Zazie. So, you two aren't drinking tonight? You're just kind of hanging out? Have you tried any of the hors d'oeuvres?
It was tasty, but no. I don't think you want me drinking if you can't remember that I'm a lightweight.
Sure. I mean, I assume you've mentioned it before, but we're all just kind of, you know, if you can't get intoxicated this evening and enjoy yourself, then when can you?
Well, I'm still not quite sure if I'm legally allowed to. I've
Oh.
never sat down and had that conversation with Katara.
Well, she's right over there.
She's here.
Okay, I'll go ask. Oh, this feels so embarrassing. I'll go ask. Get up from the table, and, like, walk over to Katara's table, just like tap her shoulder, kind of sheepishly. Katara,
How can I help you, Zazie?
I've forgotten. Am I allowed to drink?
Refresh my memory. How old are you?
I don't know,
You don't know.
20 something? No, they didn't count birthdays.
And she's just nodding at you. Is this an actual question, Zazie? Are you really curious if you're able to drink?
Well,
You're an
I don't want to
adult.
get. Okay, but like, there's the whole. Am I still like in trouble with the law thing?
You're,
I don't want to
you're
ruin
never
Zamra's
restricted
wedding by
from
getting the
drinking
police
from your
here.
probation.
Okay. 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 Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Okay.
And I'll go back.
I'll have whatever you're having. Thank you.
Okay.
Get something in a fancy glass.
Okay. I guess I'll go to go make a drink myself then, and for Katara too.
Okay. Rose.
Rose is...
Huh?
Hold on. Was that an actual voice or was that you being silly?
That was me cueing you to tell me what the hell you're doing right now.
Okay. I was wanting to clarify. Rose is just looking around. She's watching. She's observing. It's been a busy couple of weeks for her. This is her moment to actually relax. There's no pressing issue. She's had time to process everything. She is legit actually fucking relaxing for once and just she's happy.
So yeah, and you know what?
Somebody wants to talk to her, she'll.
But see, you're starting to feel the relaxation set in. The piano player seems to be using some weird kind of like Magitech synth sound, and the harpist, I think it's harpist, the harpist, Liza, is playing with Steve. It's kind of nice. It's relaxing. Rose, you see somebody walking in from outside, kind of stooping in through the doorway. Somebody tall. For a moment, you think that it's going to be Lucky, but it's not. It's just another tall orc man with a hat on. Another of your ilk, but it's not him. How does that make you feel?
Understandable, he is still in trouble. She's going to ignore it, but it does
Zamra
kind of
looks at you.
just a little.
My God, I thought that was Lucky walking in here for a moment.
No, he's still felt still with him. That's still probably gonna be a
Suppose so.
while.
know who's following Lucian's father around for a while, but Lucian's father's here, so. I guess I'll have to get Felt back here soon to do some paperwork for us.
Yeah. Hopefully he's got good news when he comes back.
We'll see.
So.
What the hell is taking Kovanen so long for a drink? Is he up there, like, does he have to squeeze the lemons? Even that wouldn't take this long.
Bartender.
Is it grow the lemons?
He comes back with a tray of 4 glasses. Wait, no, he only asked for 2. He's not getting his that. He has 2 Fairhaven iced teas, places them down in front of Lucian, in front of Zama.
Can you believe this?
Well, here you are. I have.
Thank you.
Well, what was your question? Sorry.
There you are. I don't know what's in these or what they are. I hope you enjoy them.
Zama raises her glass. Cheers. To us.
Cheers. To us, my love.
She clinks glasses and drinks. She makes like that nasty liquor face.
Yeah.
I don't know how you drink these. So barbaric. Just like 5 different kinds of liquor in here, and some strange kind of concoction of brewed tea and lemon and sugar.
Well, you knew what he was ordering, and then you just said, I'll have that.
Yeah, I mean, I've had them before. They're very effective, but, you know, this is supposed to be kind of like a fancy event, and where we had drinking something with... We had brewed stuff inside of it, and too much sugar, and enough liquor for 5 other drinks.
That is true. There are 5 different liquors inside of a Fairhaven iced tea.
So much. Anyway. Rose, you want some? Just a sip?
No.
One sip. I want to see what happens.
I am. No. Because I know what happens, and. No.
It's my wedding, Rose. Please, just take 2 little sips. Just enough to, like, if you were taking like a pill, or maybe you had something in your throat and you just wanted to swallow something, just enough to, like, you know, clear your air passage so that you can breathe again. You know, just that much. Please. Please.
I am not responsible if anything happens. Just saying.
I'll take complete responsibility for the remainder of the time that I'm here. But if I leave, then, you know.
It's still your fault.
Right. All right. Go ahead and take a... how big of a sip do you take?
Considering her size versus Emma, it's going to be relatively normal, but it's small for Rose and her size.
Sure. All right. Well, give me a con save.
Yeah. 23.
Didn't do shit to you. You took a sip of it, and you're like, man, this tastes kind of like your grandmother's iced tea. You know, it's got a lot of lemon in it. It's like really sugary, and like the tea has been brewed like to the point where like the tea is black. You know, it's just like this super potent sweet iced tea with a little bit of lemon in the back of it. You can barely taste any alcohol in it at all.
That's what makes it more dangerous.
I still don't know how you drink these things.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird. I mean, I don't like them because they're a bit too sweet. You know, I like, you know, when I drink, I just, you know, pull out a bottle of whiskey or brandy or whatever, and then that's it. But I guess these are okay. Lucian likes his. Well, it's, you know.
Lucian has a very big sweet tooth.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny that they call them a Fairhaven iced tea. Were you drinking these when you were in Zelago, Lucian? Did they call them Fairhaven iced tea there?
No. They actually call them Zelago iced tea. That's because
Make any sense?
they just, well, what it is that in Fairhaven they use an alcohol called triple sec. In Zelago they use an alcohol by the name of
Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier. Exactly. It changes the flavor, you know. It's much stronger in different parts of the world. There's even another iced tea. I forget where it's from, but they use an alcohol by the name of Midori, which
Oh, the weird green stuff? That is disgusting.
yes, it's truly a punch straight to the jaw. That one, but where this one is very sweet, that one is very strong, and one is definitely enough to get you drunk. A Fairhaven iced tea, you know, you need at least 2, 3, 4. We'll find out.
So, what about you, Zazie? How's your... What did you get?
I don't know. I asked for something that didn't taste bad. I don't know all the fancy alcohol stuff like you guys do.
So, as you guys are sitting, there is like another course being set down in front of you. The course that you were eating is being cleared. Another plate is being set in front of you. It's just like a small plate of greens that is wrapped with like a cucumber, wrapping all the way around the like a cylinder that is stuffed with looks like arugula and some roasted beets and carrots and some other root vegetables. It's topped with some like fresh blueberries and some sort of like red wine or balsamic reduction, and it has like a very strong, like acidic herb smell.
Lucian politely pushes his forward.
I, as a player, and Rose, are just like fascinated by that because that actually sounds really fucking good to me right now.
Sure. Well, you take a
Got
bite,
my attention.
and you know the salad is actually kind of like, you know, if you were to try to, you could pick up the entire salad in one fork by piercing the cucumber that's wrapping the outside. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe not. I don't know.
What Kuban does, picks up the whole cucumber and just salad all in one go.
Yeah. Yeah, the tastes all go together pretty well. You notice that there's some sort of like either like pecan or walnut inside when you bite down. And yeah, it's pretty balanced. It, you know, it could use a little bit more of like some kind of fat to cut through the acid, but that's just Kovanen's palate being particular. Rose, you probably think it's pretty friggin' amazing. Or
I
too
am
much.
They're like foods.
Yeah.
Well, that course certainly was adorable. And between meals, I'm going to go get my own drink. Rebecca, who is probably sitting nearby.
Yeah, she's
Beside
at the
me, I
next
would
table
think.
over with Lieutenant Moore, the governor, Lucian's father, Mrs. Lady Crow, Now it's Lady Crow. She's been promoted. And oh, of course, Zamra's mother, and the owner, or I'm sorry, the operator of the restaurant is actually sitting at the table as well, Warren.
I don't know. I guess I assumed my date was at the table with him.
No, she's the next one over. You guys are the bridal party.
It's true.
So she kind of turns and looks over at you from her chair that seems a little bit too big for her, but she has like a little stool next to it that she can hop off of it. And she does. She walks over next
She's
to you.
in a high chair.
Exactly what I was going for.
Oh, precious.
Hair is probably not much different in his chair.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a gnome chair. So, are you having fun? It seems like that you guys are having a good time, and everything's been so good so far. And I'm sitting with Lucian's dad, and I feel really uncomfortable.
Trust me, I get it. How about we go to the bar and we get ourselves some drinks?
Please. She looks back over her shoulder, kind of like surreptitiously, looking at Lucian's dad, and as soon as she gets to the point where she could make eye contact, she looks back at you.
He's a rather imposing figure.
Yeah, he is. Whew. So, that was interesting. It was really quick. Are you having fun?
Well, yes, it is a celebration. Of course, of course I am. I'm here for my dear friend Lucian. I'm happy that he's happy. I'm happy that Zamra's happy. And yes, you're right. It was a bit rushed. Zamra was rather chomping at the bit.
She's always a little, she's always kind of like pushy. Do you feel that? Do you ever feel like she's being pushy all the time?
I feel that, yes, I do in fact live with her.
God.
I see it firsthand. I don't experience it the same way Lucian does, but I do
He handles
witness
it so well. It's like it just rolls right off of him. I don't know how he does it. It's impressive.
He allows things to roll right off of him. He chooses to be carefree. He wills it to happen, and there you have it. He can endure it.
It's awesome. I mean, I wish I could be more like that, but a lot of times I just get really stressed out, and then I realize that I'm like feeling anxious, and then I'm
You probably think too fast.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think too fast, but then I realized that I wasn't thinking as fast as I thought I was thinking, and then I realized I didn't realize I forgot what I was thinking. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. This is the first wedding I've been to in a long time, and I just need a drink.
Then let's go get one. What do you like?
I don't know. I normally drink something. Well, I like beer a lot. I drink a lot of the Kundarak style ales, obviously in a smaller vessel than they normally drink it out of. But I like something brewed with a little bit of, a little bit of body. Something, a big beer. But not big in size, just like big in flavor. That's my favorite.
Big at heart. I get it. I was planning to order something a little bit different.
That's fine.
I like.
I'll try something different.
All right. As we make it to the bar by now, well then, this is a little bit different. How about 2 sparkling wines with orange juice, and if you have any, frozen, the little ball scoops, little spherical scoops of melon. 2 of them frozen on like a really long toothpick.
The bartender has got like this big beard, and his like sides are cut real close, and his hair is like in a ponytail, and he's got like his sleeves rolled up, and he's got like tattoos on his forearms, and he's like pulls out a melon onto the table, and he slices it in half and like flips it over, and then like scoops out 2 melon balls and puts one into each cup. He's like, all right, man, here's one for you, and here's one for your friend there. He gets out like a bottle of bubbles. I don't know if it's champagne or Prosecco or whatever the hell it is. He pops the top off, and he pours a little onto each of them. And you said orange juice?
Certainly.
All right. Now, hold on. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put a little of this right on top. And he floats some sort of brown liquor on the top of it. There you go. You guys, he hands them out. They're each in a champagne flute. He grasps them in his overly large hands, holding them in between his fingers, and then hands one to you, and then one to Rebecca.
Much appreciated.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know if I would describe them as full-bodied or whatever, but they're light. They keep me on my feet. I like it. I like to feel like I'm on my feet.
I like the melon. It smells fresh. It's nice. She takes the whole thing down in one draft.
I think while taking his first sip, he watches kind of like in a, oh, what do I do now? I'm sitting here next to her. I need to, what do I panic, like eyes wide. He takes his whole thing down. That's not what you do with a mimosa, but he does the whole thing anyway.
Okay, one more, maybe a little slower this time. That was good. What did he put on top? It was.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot to ask.
All right, here, give me your glass. Thank you.
All
And
right.
she runs up and she grabs 2 more, and then expeditiously retreats back to you. And no, nobody laughs at that one. Come on.
It's just.
She expeditiously retreats back to you. Anyway.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, no, I thought.
It's one of her spells. Anyway, so, and then she hands you your glass. We'll take these ones a little bit slower. Okay?
Of course.
All right.
And they take the time to chat a little bit about what they each like, what they each like to do, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could walk over to, there are some cocktail tables lining the, the entrance where you guys came up, where the back of the booths kind of steps up the side of a rail that slowly inclines up to where you guys are. And then, there's a staircase at the top of a small incline. But right about there is the railing that overlooks where the piano is playing, the piano and the harp at this point, actually. And there are a couple of cocktail tables with high tops and tall chairs that you guys could have a seat at and kind of overlook the restaurant and the musicians play, where the two of you have a little bit more intimate seating. Rose, Zanzi.
Yeah. You know what? Rose has had a sip of liquid courage. She might actually get up and approach the table with Lord Cathalis.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
boy.
it's gonna be interesting.
I haven't
Rose,
done this
that's a bad
voice in a
idea.
long time. Lucian. Hold on one second. I'm gonna turn my volume off real quick while I practice.
Are you telegraphing that you're gonna go talk to him?
Sorry. Now I got interrupted by distraction. No, yeah, Rose is gonna go up to Lord Cathalis and ask how the marches were.
Yeah, if Zazie sees you going up to actually talk and interact with him, She's just gonna sneak away the opposite direction.
Like
Nice
away
choice.
from the table, even.
Yeah.
So where? Okay, I'll come back to you, Rose, real quick. Zazie, where are you going?
Honestly, probably the dance floor.
Okay, so you walk down the staircase and then the little bit of a ramp to the ground level towards the main bar. As you're passing by the bar, Al spins in one of the bar seats and sees you, and he opens his eyes, and then he just turns and slowly turns back to the bar.
Okay.
Mood.
Weird. Okay. I'm just gonna continue on. That was weird.
Okay. So, Rose, you walk up to Lord Cathalis.
She's being polite. She gives a bow. Politely. The
He
expedition's been going good.
pushes his chair back and he stands. Hello, Rose. Pleasure to see you.
Thank you for coming. I know you're all still doing that expedition. Last
Uh,
I heard, you were in the marches.
Yes, I had the pleasure of visiting your a place close to where you grew up, I believe.
A place called Cutter's Mouth. It's home for a while.
Yes, well, there are a number of your kinsmen there, and we visited, and there was a small exchange of goods and services. That was about it.
It's a wild place out there.
It's a
They're here
Can
to
be-
a far different place.
very much different from Fairhaven.
Thank you for coming. I think it means a lot to him.
It is my son's wedding, so I wouldn't be anyone else tonight.
Right, and this is play question. Who else is at the table with Lord Cathalis?
Well, Rebecca was there. There's Lord Cathalis. There is Lieutenant Polton Moore, the governor, and a woman that looks unfamiliar to you, sitting next to the governor.
Rose will politely turn from Lord Cathalis and make her bows. Thank them all for coming too. This by unfamiliar, how is she dressed? This woman next to the governor.
Roll insight. Because it's not as though you can't see her, but I want you to roll insight to get an idea. 14.
14.
Okay.
Being a foreigner, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. 18. Okay, so you don't necessarily recognize the woman. You see that she is wearing some sort of veil over her face. It's this sheer veil that is kind of like covering the front of her face, and it is like wrapped around this like head, like I don't even know what the right word for it is. It's like a headdress almost that is like a coronet that the cloth is draped from. and then that is almost like wrapped, folded, and then in an intricate bow of a knot that is then goes down behind her head and drapes over her hair and shoulders. It is in like this green and gold color with like golden filigree that is going around the edges. Her shoulders have like the Renaissance style like strips of cloth that are like blossoming out from each of her shoulders, and then like a bustier that is like pushing up her chest, but then her collar goes all the way up to her neck, and then her like bustier is actually like kind of like boned in to where her waist is, and she's sitting down and has a gown that is kind of like going out over the sides of the chair. That is all in this gold green pattern with the filigree around the edges.
All right.
You can tell that the construction is made in such a way that it is a bit beyond. It's overdone, but it's done in a way that like looks to you like it's trying to look elegant, but it is clearly gaudy, according to your standards.
I mean, Rosa's wearing a very simple dress, so. Sorry. Things are being knocked around in the kitchen. Coming across. But, yeah. So, Rose will, of course, be polite. Lieutenant Moore, when you have a moment, I'd like to ask how something's going.
Sure, I was actually just about to get up and grab a drink. Can I get anything for anyone else? He stands, pushing his chair back, reaching an arm out with an open palm and gestures to everyone at the table. They either raise a hand or shake their head, give him a polite dismissal, and he stands and pushes his chair in. He puts an elbow out for you to grab hold of his arm if you wish.
Riz will take it. Cautiously, but she'll take it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a bit of an uncomfortable conversation there, or for lack thereof conversation, kind of a silent table. I don't know who decided to sit me there, but you can either thank them or tell them I'm angry later. I'm not sure which it's going to be.
Some very powerful people at that table.
Yeah, you could say that.
So, pardon the foreign idiocy. Is that Her Majesty?
Yeah, it is. I've never seen her in person myself, but apparently she knows Zamra's mom, who is around here somewhere. She's supposed to be at our table, but I don't know where the hell she is. Where in Delore she is. So, what do you think? Are you having fun?
After the chaos of the last 2 weeks, this is amazing. Not gonna lie. It's a relief to be still for a while.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, for you guys, I don't know. I mean, I've been busy, but not like you have. Just
I'm pretty sure last night kind of caused all sorts of chaos for your department.
yeah. I mean, in a way, it also kind of closed a lot of things out too. We kind of knew something was happening, but we weren't really able to, nail down what it was going to be, and then there it was. So. I don't know. What do you think?
Told me a little bit. I think for right now, I don't think there's going to be much trouble. There still might be pockets, but nothing big. I think if all goes well, all that needs to be done is to secure the gates around the city, which I've already talked to Grim for. We're going to be starting that soon. Me and a few other students, see how we handled it on our own. The next generation, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean that's good to hear. I mean, at least the first part, it should be calmed down for a while. Hey, I mean, you know, wow, I'm kind of blown away.
To burst your bubble, I don't think we're done yet, but nothing that big.
Yeah. So do you guys think you'll be staying around for a while? You know, is the school going to recover after everything that happened the last couple of weeks, or you know, last month or whatever? You guys gonna
I
be
don't
here?
know, I'm staying around. Yeah, I've got work to do. Technically, this is my home now.
Yeah.
The parents moved here even, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them reconstructing some of the buildings, and you know, it's just interesting because I know that like a tenth of the school population died that day. It's really horrible, but you know.
Yeah. Could have been a lot worse, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was like almost the entire militarium, I think, right?
Yeah, during that rat attack, for sure.
Rat attack. Can't even. You know, I mean, I like my job, but I always thought I wanted to be an adventurer when I was younger, and it just never really turned out. And now that I'm, you know, an adult and in my established career, and you know, I thought I kind of went that way, and I see what you guys are doing, and I'm just happy that I picked something a little bit more low key. And I would never thought I would have said that about being, you know, an officer of the watch, but wow.
I mean, you did good work, from what I've seen.
Yeah, but I mean, what you guys have going on is just something else. Anyway, and he looks back at the bartender. Let's stop talking about all that. Let's have a drink. Do you drink? Can I get you something?
You know,
He gives you his best Nathan Fillion smile.
something light and fruity, I guess. I don't drink much, so something light
Yeah, I
in
mean,
alcohol too.
yeah. He looks back at the bartender. You heard the lady, and he's like, "All right, all right, man. Yeah." And he pulls out what looks like a bottle of wine. Actually, you hear the ice kind of like tinkling off of it as he pulls it out. This is a well, it's kind of like a wine. It's kind of like a beer. It's made with local like yeasts that they like cultivate naturally from like local yeasts, you know, and they mix it with fruit, and it makes like this really like light, sparkly, fruity, but almost like yeasty and creamy, you know. It's like creamy. I don't know. It's good.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
He pops the top of it off, foams a little bit, and he pours it into your glass. And it's this effervescent, creamy texture that almost kind of like cascades and becomes this dense, jammy red color as the bubbles kind of settle to the top.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's you know, they make it in house, so You know, if you don't like it, you can just tell Warren over there. He'll be really offended. But yeah, that's raspberry. So I don't know how light it is, and he makes light quote, you know, in quotes. But you know, it's got just a little bit of a kick. The bubbles kind of cut through a bit of the syrupiness. I think you'll enjoy it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next course is about to be served, so if you guys want to find your way to your seats, it's about to be that time.
All right. Yeah, Rose will politely nod to Lieutenant Moore and make her way, unless he stops her.
He takes a drink and he does like kind of stop you. He almost like reaches out to grab the like cuff of your elbow, and then as he does, he stops. Sorry.
No. Is there anything else?
Yeah, no, I was just curious. You know, I saw that you had been spending some time with, you know, your friend that was around for a while. I spoke with him a couple times. He was helping me with a couple of things, but he hasn't been around for like a little while now. Grimlock, is he your boyfriend? I was just curious. I you know, you guys seem like really close, and I didn't want to be like assuming that and then him like be your brother or something. You know, I know that was really racist of me. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean.
I have a fair amount of brothers.
I know you do, and I'm so sorry about, you know.
No, but she's blushing a little bit, but no, he has work to do, so.
Yeah, I mean, we all got work to do. Well, maybe, you know, him and I had a pretty good professional relationship, and I don't, you know, I didn't want to like, I was just gonna ask you to dance. That's it. So, later, if you want to.
Wait. I look forward to it.
He nods and, you know, he blushes a little bit and sits back down.
Yeah, Rose returns to her seat. She looks a little pink, or whatever her blush color would be.
Violet?
Her skin tone.
What color do orcs
Violet,
blush? I have
probably.
no idea.
Well, think about it. She's green, blush is red.
Yeah, violet.
Yeah, Violet. Definitely some color to her cheeks.
Arroz con pollo.
It's chicken and rice. Why is the song called that? Chicken and rice.
All right, so the next course comes out, and it looks like some sort of like creamy, fluffy risotto, shaped like a cylinder, like a short, fat cylinder, with a piece of looks like very thinly sliced chicken that is shingled, laying on it at like a bit of an angle, and it's seasoned with some sort of like cracked ground like herb mixture, like an herbes de la Provence. And then around the outside of the plate, it's kind of like nesting in a bed of greens, and then there are strawberries and a swirl of some sort of like this reddish. It's almost like a demi-glace that is kind of like drizzled in a alternating pattern, like a zigzag half spiral away from where the chicken is laying down, and it has like a very like potent, earthy, like bay leaf and beef smell coming from it. It smells like rosemary, garlic, maybe like pork and beef. It's a very strange smell to go along with there to be just this chicken that has been sliced and laid against a risotto.
Well, okay. Wow.
Lucian takes his fork, stabs it into the chicken, smells it like real close, like
Yeah, it's when you stab it into the chicken, it just squashes right into the disc of risotto.
yeah, he tries extra hard to stab the damn piece of chicken.
Cool. So yeah, you lift it up, and you get a piece of chicken with creamy risotto sticking to it. Has a bit of the drizzle on it. Yeah, it smells like wine and some sort of like savory red meat sauce and rosemary, garlic, a little bit of cracked pepper, and maybe some different green herbs.
Yeah, eat
Your
mean-
arroz con pollo.
it.
Yeah, it's good. The risotto is very creamy. The chicken almost just melts in your mouth. The demi-glace tastes like some sort of like red wine reduction that was made with maybe even like a mixture of like beef and pork stock that was roasted with garlic and rosemary, and it's just like this very like powerful kick of flavor on top of the like mundane flavor of the chicken and risotto, and the like the acid and salt gets cut by the creaminess of the risotto, and then on the end it just kind of finishes off
What
with
about in bed?
this like earthy, herby taste of the like rosemary and the herbes de la Provence, and it's really good actually.
Is Kavanen sitting there again yet?
Yeah, Kavan's right there.
I lean over and I kind of like whisper at him. This is the first dish that I'm actually quite enjoying. I was afraid that I would have to try to go find a cheeseburger after this.
All right, Zazie, you're out on the dance floor.
Yeah.
A
At this
rose con
point,
pollo
she's sort
starts
of...
playing.
Okay.
Roll
At this point,
perception.
she's just claimed.
God.
Okay.
The narration,
talking,
let
but-
someone
Finish.
fucking.
I'm sorry, I'm doing it on purpose.
4. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Continue.
At this point, she's claimed a small section of the dance floor, away from the middle, sort of on one of the sides, and she is just going through. She's just practicing the motions for the Blade song. She's just doing it over and over again. It looks vaguely like a waltz, but she's on her own. She isn't dancing with a partner. She's keeping away from the other people. Other people are probably thinking, what the fuck is this bitch doing? But yeah, she's not really paying attention to anyone right
Yeah,
now.
so you hear and not having been paying attention, that's one of my favorite forms, actually.
Ah! Ah! Oh my god. She sort of startles for a bit. She was just so focused.
You see Al
Looks around.
kind of standing off to the side, like leaned up against the arch that is the area where everyone is sitting above you guys. That is kind of like wrapping around that half of the dance floor. And he's just kind of like leaning up against the wall with his arms folded, one foot kind of in front of the other, just kind of like leaned up against the wall, watching you, smiling. His cheeks are a little bit red. Roll insight.
Okay. 17.
He doesn't look embarrassed, but his face is turning a little bit red. He's probably slightly intoxicated.
Okay.
Yeah, I never thought about setting it to music, but that is really cool.
It's kind of what Kovanen does.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Blade song. It's just kind of, I've never really.
From the text I read, I assumed that it was some sort of dance to start off with.
That makes sense, and it makes sense that Kovanen would be the one to do such a thing. Yeah, I guess he kind of like rubs his head and does a thing where he blows his hand up, and opens his eyes really big and shrugs a little bit. Yeah, I just never thought about it that way.
Okay.
I didn't realize that you were in that school.
What school?
Well, Blade Song.
I mean, I'm not like officially in it. I don't know. Was there a sign-up sheet that I missed?
No. I mean, I just there's it's kind of like a offshoot of the Militarium. It's a little bit more of the there's like the quotes like wizardly of of the school, but I never saw you come in for any of that, so I just I didn't know that you were doing that. I've been doing it for a while, so that's just kind of it's nice. He shrugs.
I learned from Guitarra and from the books in the library.
Books, yeah. Ooh, well, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just, thanks.
You're welcome. I guess.
Stands and looks at his feet a little bit. Looks back up at you. Shakes his head a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna go get another drink, and yeah. I mean, if you wanna, I'll be over at the bar. If you wanna talk or something. I see you're down here by yourself. But anyway, I'm gonna be over there. So.
Okay. Have fun, I guess.
Yeah. No. I will. I would just, like I said, I wasn't. Okay. He shuffles off.
I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing.
Okay, back to Kovanen and Lucian.
You say back to.
You guys were having a conversation about the food. Lucian was like, "This is the first course I liked."
I have taken a step away. I'm sorry. So yes, by now I'm sure. Well, by now obviously, rather, Rebecca and Kovanen have returned from their drinks and conversation. He told Rebecca that after this next course, he would likely ask her for the dance. And then sat down. Oh, yes. So They're certainly trying very hard to present it well, aren't they?
They are, but like I said, this is definitely the first plate that I've actually enjoyed. I feared that I would have to, you know, put on a front of enjoying all of these plates and then go look for a cheeseburger afterwards.
I'm sure you could ask Warren to make you a cheeseburger, or he could make something happen.
Yes, this is true.
Go into a Waffle House and order a pancake sort of thing. Still the groom. It should be allowed.
Yes, but I'm almost certain that Zamra might have something to say about that.
What was that?
Nothing, dear.
Your husband deserves a cheeseburger.
I mean, he deserves whatever he wants. If he just keeps those Fairhaven teas, Fairhaven iced tea. I'll have another one of those Fairhaven iced teas, then. Just go get me one. I'll have another one. The first one was good. The second one was better. A third one will be perfect.
Meanwhile, Rose is only halfway through her crumble. Just your liver
Well.
is going to pickle before your.
I'm happy that you knew exactly what it was.
Well, you are the man of the hour, man of the night. And you heard the lady.
He's
You should
not
go
a
order
man of
yourself
the
a
night.
cheeseburger.
He's never a professional.
What?
You know what I mean? Hey, how about you go get that other drink and we're gonna go down.
Lucian and I will
dance.
get right on it.
We're gonna dance. You and I, Lucian, we're gonna ask for a really sexy song, and you and I are gonna get on and dance in front of everybody. And you're gonna be all like, "Oh, I'm Lucian," and I'm gonna be like, "I'm Zamra," and we're gonna be like, "We're in love." Can you get my drink
Indeed.
in a fancier glass? I don't like it in that. I want it to be in a glass with a stem, and I want ice in it, and I want a fancy fruit, and I want it to be pretty. Give me a pretty Fairhaven iced tea. I want to look like I want to look like a lady when I'm drinking.
All right. Yes, of course, darling. I will get right on that.
She kind of does like this
come on
little
then.
like shoulder weaving thing and like looks at you very intensely and like does something really dumb with her eyelids, not eyelids, but her eyebrows.
Come on in, will you will you accompany me to the bar?
Yes, of course. Wow. After stepping a good distance away. Wow, what a surprise to see your father making an appearance. I thought they were halfway across Irondale. No, Corvair. Halfway across Corvair. All the way across Corvair.
Yes, that's what I thought. It was definitely a very pleasant surprise. I I actually noticed him when I was collecting Miss Crow from the back of the chapel.
I know it's been some time since you and he have spoken. If I recall, you had, for the most part, made amends, right? At
Yes,
whatever that was, so many months ago.
yes, I believe so. I have, through all of the to go over to my father and thank him for his presence. You know what? Let me go ahead and do that. I think Zamra could use a bit of a break between drinks anyway.
I think I don't know. I don't know if she will remember her drink order by the time I return, but I think I will get her an orange juice with some fruit in it.
That sounds lovely. And she'll probably she's probably too drunk to realize that it doesn't have any liquor in it anyway. So
I'll get right on it.
thanks a lot. And I like kind of brush off the front of my tuxedo jacket. Straighten out my bow tie, and then walk over to Lord something Cathalis.
Calamar! We had this
Cal-
question earlier.
Calamar.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Calamar.
Calamar. I don't know why, but in my head I thought Cassian, and I was like, that sounds
As,
so
as
much
he
better.
sees you
than what I thought.
approaching out of the corner of his eye, he actually picks his napkin up off his lap. He dabs his mouth off with it. He throws it down on the table and he grasps his massive Bordeaux globed wine glass and he stands up, an inch or two taller than you. Lucian.
Of course.
Lucian, my son. Pleasure. Congratulations. I didn't want to interrupt you, but he reaches out and he reaches out for a handshake.
I'll shake his hand.
He kind of pulls you in a little bit and rests his forehead against your head for a moment.
It's good to have you here, Father.
It's a pleasure to be here. I didn't know if I'd be able to make it, but I'm very pleased I was able to. So fantastic arrangements you were able to make in such short notice. And your wife looks beautiful. I hope you take
Thank
care
you.
of her this evening.
Yes. The last time that I brought said something of mother, it was a very angry moment, but I do,
Always
of
forgive it.
course.
Please, not today.
Well,
This is
no,
your-
I just
I mean, of
No,
course,
I-
if you want to. I'm just saying, between you and me, everything
just-
is. I love you, Lucian.
I love you too, Father. No, I just, wonder what, how she would have looked today,
Your mother is very proud of you. I assure you. He takes a long pull of his wine. Mm. The Arennial is amazing.
The what, Father?
The Arennial Red.
Ah, yes. Is that the 2,000-year-old?
Yes, they have one
Red.
bottle just for you. They allowed me to have some. It's directly from Adonai. It's been aged in a cask in the same cell as a sleeping mummy. I don't know how they do it over there. So provincial. He sets down the glass on the table. But they do make wonderful
That-
wines.
That does sound very fascinating. May I try some?
He reaches and grabs the wine by the globe and hands it to you. Please, have finished. There's only so much to get around.
Lucian takes a sip. And then if he likes it, we'll just drown the rest of it.
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah,
It's,
I'll say. I'll say he likes it.
I would say it's very dry and like light up front, but it has like a very strong like fruit finish.
Mhm.
It's refreshing. It's not very heavy at all.
And yeah, upon finishing it, I'd like take the back of his hand and wipe off his mouth, and that is surprisingly easy on the palate. For having aged that long, it's very delightful.
He nods. Well, looks like the next course is coming.
Indeed. Well, enjoy
My
Enjoy
God,
the
do you
next
hear that
course.
horn? What is that?
I
I swear these
Father,
small towns. I don't know how you do it,
I
Lucian.
I did not pay for the entertainment.
That sounds like a
this-
toddler found a trumpet in its toy chest.
Before I go to enjoy the next course, you would probably be happy to know I have finally started and I think even possibly succeeded at finally learning the piano. I've also attempted to write a song.
I'm very proud
As
of you,
well.
Lucian. I knew as
Thank
soon as you applied yourself, you would be able to do great things. I'm sorry that if I seem disappointed for so many years at where you were not. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, all is forgiven, Father.
Anyway, let's have a seat. The next course is here, and I wouldn't want to miss this one.
Yes,
If you know what I mean, they've
Uh,
been so good.
yes. Be careful. I know that Zazie is floating around here somewhere. You wouldn't want her to come at you with a butter knife
Yeah,
again.
of course. I mean, could get cut with a very dull knife. Maybe she'll find a spoon this time.
All right, Father. I'll leave you to it.
He gives you a nod and kind of like a good old-fashioned slap on the back.
I stumble like 2 steps.
He cocks his head to the side and kind of like raises an eyebrow and shakes his head at you, but smiling. Okay. Lucian, Kovanen got me the best drink I've ever had. It doesn't taste like it has any alcohol in it at all. It's just like orange juice with, what'd you say? It has vodka in it?
Just loads of it.
Man, it's so good. I'm gonna get this from now on everywhere. They call it a, what do they call it? Anyway, he had a name for it. It was
Sangria.
oh, no, that wasn't it.
Come on and said like a liar.
That wasn't it. Anyway, listen, the next food's about to come out. Lucian, I saw you talking to Dad. You guys look so happy together. It's so happy. I don't know where my mother is. She has not been here the entire evening, and I'm very upset.
I'm sure she's around here somewhere, darling. Just give her some time.
She's probably in the bathroom having sex with one of the servers. She's such a fucking whore. I mean, not that it's a bad thing. Don't judge me. She's looking around the table.
No, but if you'd like, I could start looking around because that is kind of unusual.
Well, basically right after dropping off Zonra's highly alcoholic drink, he invited Rebecca down to the dance floor. Gave her the honor of the first dance, of course, having invited him. Invited herself as the date. She has the honor.
All right. So she goes up to the front, and it's kind of there's a slowly more people are forming a larger band. It was originally a one piece, and then it was a two piece, and now it's more like a 5 or a 6 piece band. So, you know, she goes up there and she sees that you see them talking for a little while, and she like shakes her head, and there's a gnome up there, and she's like, yeah, and he's like kind of looks back at her and shakes his head no, and then she's like, yeah, and she comes back, and she's like, all right, this is my favorite song from when I was a little kid. This is it. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
So she looks up and she's just like waiting, and the gnome looks back at her and shakes his head again one more time. No. Is it playing for you guys? It's not playing for me.
Yes.
I hear it.
Yeah, it's playing.
What's it sound like?
I hear it. A light accordion.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so she walks up to you. There it is. I mean, she's only like a foot shorter than you. You know what I mean? Like, she's not like. How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5"? Yeah. She's like. Okay, she's like a foot and a half shorter than you. So, she's like doing this dance where she's like grabs your arm and like spins you around, and then she spins you back, and then she spins you around and spins you back, and then she's kind of like almost doing this weird like tap dance thing in front of you, and like waving her arms around and like jumping around and like doing this thing where she's like clapping her hands above her head and like taking one foot out and then the other foot out, and then she's like, come on.
Kovanen is doing his absolute best to follow her lead, follow her along, follow her. He is an educated in partner dance girl.
This is a traditional. Okay, whew, it's over. Thank God. I think it's. And then she looks back up at the gnome that was on stage and just gives him a big thumbs up. All right. Well, I don't know what they're playing next, but I bet I can't top that.
Well, if that was your favorite, I doubt it can.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of music do you like to dance to?
Oh, well. I tend toward the more classical partner dances. Partner ballroom dances.
Yeah, I mean, in Solargo, we do a lot of like, there's a lot more movement, I guess you could say, to our dances. So, you know.
Well, I had fun. I liked that one.
She shrugs. It had like a very.
You're not a fan.
Go ahead.
You're not a fan of the slower ballroom dances, then?
Let me see what they know. I'll be right back. Anyway, so you see Zazie next to you on the dance floor.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
over
about to
there.
say, Kovanen
She
looks around,
would be
looks
off in
around
the corner.
while.
Sorry.
About to say, Kovanen looks around while waiting to see if if he recognizes anyone just while waiting.
There's a couple
Ozzy's
people
just
milling
dancing
around.
away in the corner.
I'm sorry, Zazie, what?
She's just dancing away in the corner, doing her little thing.
Gavan will try to maneuver around, still like in the same place where he was waiting for Rebecca, obviously, so it doesn't look like he abandoned his date on the dance floor. To position himself like within line of sight of Zazie, unless she's just facing the wall.
She isn't, but she's watching her feet and just making sure she's got the movements right. She's pretty, what's the word? Engrossed in what she's doing.
So would she perhaps not see Kuvanen if he were standing in her direct line of sight?
I'll roll a perception check.
Kuvanen is trying to wave a little bit.
Oh yeah, if you're waving, yeah, she'll pop her head up, give you a little wave.
He'll wave. He'll hold up one finger and then turn to face at her as if to say, "Wait a bit," and then turn to face Rebecca as she returns.
Okay.
So Rebecca walks up. She's like,
She goes
"Yeah,
back to doing what she was doing.
this one's not really classical. It's got a little bit more energy, but it's definitely more of like a southern style tune. So I hope you like it."
I'm sure I will. I appreciate how much you appear to know about the dances, regional varieties.
Well, we do. I mean, we dance a lot in Solargo. It's kind of a thing, you know. It's kind of like a resorty spot, and you know, it's what we do. So
Well, again, I shall follow your lead.
anyway, so meanwhile they are doing a classic waltz. What is Rose doing?
Either keeping Zamra entertained or looking around for rescue, depending on how drunk Zamra is. Like, actually drunk at this point, still. When, depending on if Lucien is there to entertain her as well.
Lieutenant Martin or Polton Moore, Martin Poole, Polton Moore,
One of those names, yeah.
stands up and walks over to you. I don't think I would dance to this one, but maybe the next one.
I'd be delighted. If Zamra doesn't mind. She doesn't need me.
Yeah. So
How is Zamra doing currently? By the way.
just nodding her head back and forth. So, Lucien, do you think that when we get married, that, well, we're married, but like after when, you know, the marriage is done, that you and I will be, like, you know, married?
Yes, yes. That's usually how that works.
That's good. I was
Yes,
hoping that because I was always wondering, like, you know, now that we're like together and we have rings on our fingers and we're married, but are we like really married? You know? How do we make sure that we're like really married?
Lucien sits there and, like, just his face goes blank, trying to figure out, like, this new found wisdom that Zamra has discovered.
She just continues to stare at you blankly as well.
You know, that's a really good question.
I knew that
It's
you
like-
understand what I'm meaning, because it's like, all these people get married, but like, are they really married? Like, what makes it real? You know?
Right. It's one of those. It's one of those situations. You know, like how. You know, kind of like life, right?
Wait a second.
how
Don't let me
do
interrupt
we-
you, but look at Kovanen. Look at him. Look at him.
Look at Kovanen.
He's dancing. Kovanen, roll performance.
Okay. He rolls a. Oh wait.
I mean, he's doing alright. Do you think that you can dance better than Lucian? I hope that when you and I go down and we dance down the way, like better than him and that tiny person that he's with.
That's. That's
That's
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Someone.
Oh, I know who it is. I've seen it before. She's so pretty, but little. I don't know why he doesn't just pick her up and dance with her like she's like a little baby.
Well,
How old do you think she is? Do you think she's
they-
like 12?
well, she's not. She's not. Sprocket.
I think she's actually taller than Sprocket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's taller than Sprocket.
Do you think Sprocket will ever get married?
I would hope so.
Maybe he should marry her because they're both little people. You ever notice that the short guys always marry like really tall girls? I bet he's gonna marry Rose.
Well, Rose is significantly older than. Well, then again, I mean, you know, Grimlock. You know, the other Lucky.
You're right, Grimvor is so old, but I bet Rose is really into Grimvor. But can you imagine if
Grimlock.
I imagine it's like a romance novel, and Rose is like, she's really into Grimvor, but then she's also into Sprocket. But Sprocket's in the first novel was only 2. There's 3. There's 3 in the second novel. But in the first one, she's like really into Grimvor, yeah, the old one, and then Sprocket, and he's like the little cute guy, and he's always like, oh, I know how to make stuff. And then Grimlock, are we saying Grimlock or Grimvor? Anyway, it's just like that movie. I mean, that play where there's vampires and werewolves, and the one is cute and the other one is sexy. Except for Grimvor will beat her with stuff, but she'll like it because it won't be that hard. Anyway, that's what I want you to be like, that guy. Like I imagine your dad would be like. Didn't you think your dad is really sexy? He's got like that weird darkness about him.
Samurai. You are going to love hearing this drunk anymore.
What do you think your Zet's gonna be? I hope it's cherry, something cherry. I love you.
I love you too, Samurai.
All right. Rose, what are you doing?
The player is currently dying of laughter, so for the record, for those who are listening, whoever we have as an audience, no, none of what's ever said is canon, or even close. Maybe.
Probably
Okay.
not.
Oh my
Oh man, the song is almost over. Wow.
Yeah, no. Rose like saw
Hold on.
where Xammer
Hold
was
on.
headed.
Let me get down there and stop them before they start. Whew. All right. All right. I'm gonna go stop them before. I'm gonna pick the next song.
That one wasn't so bad.
Oh my god.
So you see him kind of like jump over the edge of the stage and like land next to the people playing music, and it's like a record stops, and then he's like whispering in the ear, and they kind of nod, and then he walks down the dance floor and he's like waving for Rose to come down.
Oh, this is gonna get me into so much trouble, isn't it? But yeah, she joins him.
Okay.
So
So,
much trouble.
yeah. You guys hear the next song begin, probably well before I do.
I
And-
hear it.
There it is. It starts out like a waltz. So, Zazie,
Yeah.
Al is working his way towards you,
Man.
hands folded in front of him, and he begins performing one of the forms. See how well he
Okay.
does.
I just stop what I'm doing and I just stare at him.
He's doing a horrible job.
What the fuck, Al?
A horrible, horrible job. And his face is so red, and he's clearly getting into the spirit of the festivities. And he's not as drunk as the bride, but he's definitely not doing well. He's a bit hammered, but you know what? He looks like he's having a really good time, and he's smiling at you.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Aren't looking too good there.
What do you mean? This is my favorite spins form.
How drunk are you?
On a scale from 1 to 20, maybe an 18. No, 17.
Maybe you shouldn't be on the dance floor.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm way good.
Okay.
We're at a wedding right now. Do you guys look around you?
I look around. Is there anybody around me as drunk as Al?
Nope.
I mean, Xammer, but she's sitting down upstairs, so I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
don't
if she
know.
counts.
You don't see her.
Al, I think you're the drunkest person here.
Uh-huh. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go be at the bar. If you want to hang out, come see me.
Okay.
He winks at you and walks off.
What?
So, Rebecca looks at Kovanen. She kind of looks up at him. So, what do you think? You having fun?
Of course. I've not read too far into different regional dances. They're quite fun. I like experiencing new things.
Yeah, me too. This has been a good time so far. I think, I mean, it's still, I mean, I wouldn't say the night is young, but, you know, we still have dessert. I mean, do you like dessert?
It's among my favorites.
Well, let's head back up.
I believe I'll join you for the dessert course in just a few minutes. Would you excuse me?
Absolutely. I'll wait for you at the high top we were sitting at.
I'll be there.
Okay.
And after politely taking his leave from her, we'll turn to see Al like stumble away confidently from Zazie. Kind of like watch him walk all the way away.
Let's
A
see.
shrug.
Let's see how incomposed he actually is.
Okay.
Oh God. He's not like falling over on himself, but he's like, you know, he's like a 4 out of 10.
Gotcha. Well, Kavan shrugs and walks towards Zazie. Wow, good evening. That looked weird.
Yeah. Yeah. He's really drunk.
Poor guy. Anyway, do you want to dance?
Sure.
Well, to you, that didn't sound convincing. Not that I need convincing, I just wanted to make sure you actually wanted
I
to.
mean,
Don't feel pressured.
I don't know. I'm still a little bit weirded out by Al. I don't know. He really does not look good. I don't know if being out on the dance floor is the best thing for him right now, but he keeps coming back for some reason.
For some reason. Right. He looked like he was trying to mimic you?
Yeah, he knows the Blade song too, apparently.
Oh. I thought that was a combat stance. Series of stances.
I mean, it is, and also a dance. It's old Elvish stuff. The library has a few books on it. It's not very descriptive, so I kind of had to fill in the gaps myself with stuff I saw you doing.
Actually honored. Well then, would you like to practice?
I mean, I might want to start with teaching you, so you don't fall over your feet.
Lead the way.
Okay, I will begin to teach him some of the fundamental points of the Blade Song.
Okay, give a performance roll.
Okay. I have proficiency in this now. So it is now a +2 instead of a -1. 21! Oh yeah!
All right, Kovana, give me a intelligence roll.
What? Why? I'm dancing.
Because she's teaching you.
Using stuff she learned from me teaching her how to dance.
Okay. Roll performance.
21.
Oh wow, you guys are in perfect sync. As you're dancing, you see Rebecca sitting at the high top, looking over the edge at you. Roll insight.
Both of us?
Just Kovana.
Okay.
17.
She looks a little jealous. Rose, you're dancing with Mr. Polton Moore.
Lieutenant, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the rescue, by the way.
From what?
Tell me what serendipitous. Sammer gets a little silly.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. She is who she is. You know, she's the bride. It's her day. She can take it wherever she wants to go with it.
I am surprised I haven't seen Lady Delirender around, though.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Part of me wonders if we should go look. That may be the last 2 weeks talking, not actually cause for concern.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see, you know?
What the fuck?
Now what song is playing?
This song's called Zazie.
Hey, it's a perfect
Oh my god.
And I didn't name it.
Oh, it really is.
Maybe I should actually turn on my music for this then.
It's like the chicken dance.
You may not be impressed with this song.
Is he written all over it?
This is no. No. They've massacred my girl.
I didn't even make this. This is by the guy who makes all the music. It's literally named Zazie. Anyway, so the breakfast, the dessert course comes up. God, this trumpet sucks. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta write it down.
Let's see what the dessert course is.
Oh, near the end of the
Obviously,
song.
it's cherry something.
That's what they said they
Go
wanted
ahead,
to be.
move on.
All right, so this white dome is brought out to the table. It has like a small hole in the top of it, and there's smoke pouring out of it. And as they set it down on your table, you can see that like the outside seems to be formed out of some kind of like very hard, like candy-like substance. It sits for a couple of moments, and about the time that it's set in front of everyone, the candy shell on the outside begins to get like really hard and brittle, and it cracks. And it crumbles, and the smoke from inside begins to pour out, and on the inside there is a small piece of like decadent chocolate cake, almost like a fudge, that seems to be emitting smoke for some strange reason.
Koban
poke
was
it.
sure to keep an eye on with the dessert course, of course. In the practice with Zazie, well, had to get in at least one. Your footwork has improved greatly.
Thank you. You picked it up rather well. Honestly, if you actually learned magic, you would probably be a pretty good blade singer.
You can actually learn the magic.
I mean, like, sat down and studied it.
Well, I already know some magic, so I'm not good at that. All right.
Sorry.
So for those of you eating the dessert, you see that the inside of this fudge like cake is beginning to melt and kind of like slide down what appears to be a glowing red, like a golden red shard inside of the cake. Some sort of dragon shard. It's burning bright like a hot ember.
Poke it. I poke it.
Oh, you poke it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you poke it. With what?
Fork.
Okay. A piece of it breaks off. The inside is melty and the outside is spongy and like a cake. It has shards of white candy kind of sprinkled across the top of it. It tastes good. It tastes like really rich, dark chocolate. The inside is like this melty, like fudge. The outside is this spongy chocolate, and the like almost like candy glass coating on the outside gives it a little bit of like a crunch. But as you bite into it, the like candy glass part becomes effervescent and actually evaporates in your mouth.
Oh.
And when you open your mouth to breathe out, you breathe out smoke.
The snozberries taste like snozberries. Yeah, I like I get this really big smile on my face and like blow out smoke as much as possible, and then when I can't blow out smoke anymore, I take another bite and like start blowing out smoke again.
Zamra's kind of doing the same thing, and she's like, after this song's over, you and me, we do one dance, and then we go up to our room.
I agree. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you finish the course. The next song comes on.
Well,
Go ahead.
on the floor with Kavana, as I mentioned, he's keeping an eye on the status of the courses. If I can. Where was I? Zazie said he should learn some time. I said he wasn't good at that. Well, if you remember, you invited me to be taught by you how to research things in a library. So soon, I will have to take you up on the offer.
I did?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember, but yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
I was probably intimidated by all the large arcane books you were reading in the Dreamlands or something, or I forget when. But, again, great footwork. I made a promise, and so I must leave you here. Dessert is right.
I'm gonna go check on Al. You can have my portion.
All right. DM, where did Kovanen see Rebecca peering down from?
She's at the
she's-
high top that you guys sat
High
at
top.
briefly before.
Well, hoping to get there before she just has to eat it or let it get cold. You will. How far away is that? How far away is that table from Kovanen's corner of the
I
dance
don't
floor?
know. It's like a 1 minute walk.
1 minute? Okay. Well, then Kavanen will disappear in a flourish of his Cape of the Monteblanc and dimension door to Rebecca's table.
Cape of the Monteblanc. Okay, and you do appear there. Zazie, you walk to the bar to find Al having a very in-depth conversation with Zamra's mom.
Hello?
Roll perception.
Boop. There we go. 16.
Nice. You see her like pull her hand off of his hand really quickly and put it to her side.
Okay. Hello?
Oh, hey.
Lord Delirander? Al?
Yes, hello. Zazie, how are you doing this evening?
Good. I came to check on him. Do you know if he's like drinking water or anything?
He seems to be doing just fine to me. She gives you a predatory smile.
If you were keeping an eye out on the dance floor, he almost fell on his face getting back to the bar. I don't... Al? Buddy? Think you need to go home.
Yeah, he just kind of smiles and like waves his hand over to Lord Delirander. Yeah, so I just met Zamra's mom. That's crazy, right? Wow. You know that she like
she's here because it's Zamra's
owns
wedding.
this place, and he like points above himself.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then she slowly slides her hand back on top of his hand. I'll make sure he gets home okay. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. She's like Zamra's mom.
Okay. Be safe, I guess.
Yeah, duh.
Turn and I'll leave.
Bye. Anyway. So, Rose,
Mm-hmm.
Martin Poole decides to step off the dance
Moore.
floor for a moment. Polton Moore. Palton? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Yeah, so maybe not in such a formal setting, but we do something like this again sometime.
I'd like that. I had a good night. Thank you.
Me too. Yeah, it's man. I got to get back to it though, so I'm gonna head out for the evening.
Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome.
For sure.
Thanks for having me. It was really cool to be able to meet the queen too. So, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
One more thing. We are gonna be starting back up on the gate upkeep soon. You're welcome to tag along. It wouldn't hurt for you and a couple of your men to probably learn these things too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just let me know when. I'll be there.
All right. You have a good night, Lieutenant.
Zamra is standing up to take Lucian out to the dance floor for the last dance. Their only dance.
Hey, Zamra, really quick. Does your mom have a habit of taking younger men home?
I mean, maybe. I mean, since my father died, she's a bit of, you know, she can be a bit of a displacer, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I don't know what that means in this context.
Well, it means she can be a ferocious beast.
That does nothing for helping me understand.
She looks,
Zazie, a cougar. Jesus.
she looks over at the bar. Oh. Well, I mean, if you don't want him to go home with it, you should probably stop him.
I mean, he's so goddamn drunk.
Oh, she'll be
You-
just
I
as
think
drunk
he's-
by the time they leave, I promise you that.
Okay. 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 It's none of my business then.
I
So,
guess.
quick
I mean, I saw
question.
him trying to speak to you like 3 times this evening, and you just shot him down every time. Not that I'm watching what you're doing, but, you know, it happened. Right?
What?
Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to her before I leave. Lucian, go warm up for me on the dance floor. I'm gonna go talk to my mom while we watch you.
All right.
Okay. I was gonna ask if Rose had seen Al and late Lord Delirander, but Guess not.
Roll perception.
no.
Probably not.
God damn, Rose. you easily distractible woman. Handsome smile and you are gone, apparently.
So he left.
Well,
You watch Zamra walk over there, and she sits down in a chair next to the man that looked kind of like Lucky. And you see him, or she's talking to her mom and to Al, who seem to be awkwardly close.
he's an adult, right?
Oh yeah,
He is an adult, right?
definitely.
Okay.
You guys are all adults.
No, I don't know how old Al is. I don't even know if he's human.
The only
Melvin.
child here is Sprocket. Come on now.
This is true.
I think the next youngest is you.
Yeah, okay. Fair. Yeah, Rose will just like, that's gonna complicate things, but shrug it off.
I mean,
doesn't
is it
distract them.
though? Is it?
As far as Rose is concerned, like there's a slight tiny pang that she ignores and squashes like a bug. But it's like, as long as he doesn't get distracted doing the job, she doesn't care.
So when the
I wanna
next
hear
song
how
comes
Lucian's
on,
gonna-
Zamra runs out to the floor to dance with Lucian. What were you saying, Kavan?
Oh, I said I want to hear how Lucian warms up for Zelma.
Yeah, me too.
She asked him to.
Just like does a little two-step in the middle of the what you call it?
It's like that Daniel Craig meme for Belvedere vodka. He's like
Oh my god.
in the elevator, like hip thrusting and like.
I can totally see Lucian doing that too.
Me too. Roll performance for Daniel Craig dance.
You're gonna have to refresh my memory on what that even looks like.
So it looks kind of like a weird knockoff of the Christopher Walken dance from Fatboy Slim.
Can't believe I actually get to post this and have it be relevant.
Hey, Lucian said he was just doing a two-step. You don't have to embarrass the man.
It's
Well,
still worth watching.
Don't worry, it's
Oh my god,
it's,
it's worth watching.
it's going to be whatever he rolls. It's going to be more complicated based upon how good his roll is, not more bad. Based on how bad he rolls. So roll it. This is your last roll of the night, man. Then you can leave. And go take care of real life business.
19.
19? Alright, you nail it. You nail it. Now watch the Belvedere vodka commercial so you know what I'm talking about.
It's the best. It's the best two-step you'll ever see.
Wait, let me get the music going from the commercial. I can't believe you've never seen this commercial. So it's just Lucian standing on the dance floor alone, and then it turns towards him, and he's walking past all these people looking at him. Anyway, yeah. So it's great. It's fucking awesome. We rolled a 19. You can go to bed now. Your,
God
your
damn.
wife takes you to bed.
This video is 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That's a long ass video for no reason.
Just cut to 2 minutes in, and then that's, well, actually a minute in, and that's all you need to see. All right. Lucian and Zamra make their way off the dance floor.
Their final dance is not meant for public consumption.
Oh. The last dance, yeah. For sure.
Does Rebecca seem mad at all that I danced with Zazie?
She seemed a little bit jealous, but then when you teleported to her table, she could see that you had a bit of urgency to get there. She seemed better. Also, she doesn't seem to be that fickle or,
Less of a
Heavy.
Zamra. This candy dome thing is the one you have to crack with a spoon.
No, it was already shattered. It shattered on its own. So by the time you sat down, yours was already burst.
I see. Those are cool. Never had one. I want to crack one day.
Yeah, this one's more it's like a dragon's egg, mixed with, then you eat it, and it becomes this effervescent smoke. It sublimates as soon as you put it into your mouth.
Probably much like Lucian, he tends to goof off a little bit with that goofy smoke effect. Probably hoping to get a giggle from Rebecca.
I mean, it works. You can't tell if she means it or not, but it happens.
It's looking late. That's all I got. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm out of steam.
Yeah.
I think, I think everybody has enough to drink, has enough to eat, has a good time, and
I do wish we could talk with some really important people that are in attendance. Won't name any names, but they're literally royalty. But it's midnight.
yeah, fuck it. This isn't about them.
Yeah.
This is about you guys. Fuck the royalty.
I mean, that's what I want. Kovanen's having a great time with this smoky dessert made of mist and dragon shards.
Yeah. And everybody has a good time. Nothing blows up except for the dessert. And you're all able to do whatever it is that you want to do. Especially Zamra's mom.
Oh my.
God.
All right. Let's
Man does not know what's coming. Guarantee it.
No.
let's just get another one of these in. Because the wedding night is gonna be crazy. 13 deck save.
Could be worse. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, actually, now you get to roll your Constitution.
Regular Constitution.
Yeah, just roll straight
Doesn't matter.
Constitution.
Zamra won't remember how well he did.
Well, no, that's not. But it's not about that.
Oh.
All right, good. Your dex save beat your Constitution, so you were more dexterous than you were virile. That's all that matters.
Oh.
All right, guys. And on that note, we will end the first year of our campaign. It was
Of course,
fun.
That's how this ends.
First year of the campaign. 15,
were met.
15 months in.
People were met. People died. We lost some good folks out there. I tried to kill some people in the last real battle, and I couldn't. But
We
there's
suck at
always
it.
next year, guys.
You can't kill a PC if you tried.
There's always next year.
Don't challenge that.
PCs will die next year. There's only
You
12 of
almost
them.
got me, dude.
There's
Just
only
to pick from. You can hit one of us one day.
yeah. All right.
All right.
Bye,
Here's to next year,
everybody.
y'all.
See you all
Good
next
night.
year.
Good night,
Yeah,
viewers.
see you next year, friends.
Okay.